All right. All right. I like to have too much fun sometimes. Yes, everybody. Yes, I actually shaved last night. I know I look a little different. You guys are
Like a baby.
hey, look, he's got a baby face. I know. I lost a certain kind of razor to my little machine. So I used something else and I clipped wrong. So I'm like, fuck it. I can't fix
I hate
this.
when that happens.
So I did. It did. I accidentally,
You
and
mess
it's
up your
like,
beard
God
and you
damn
gotta
it.
take it all off.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna shave off and grow my thing back, so I look a little different. So people want to come out with the jokes already. Look at that cute little baby face. That's fine. Today, everybody, we're talking aliens, of course, UFOs, aliens, but something a little different. You know, I know. Anthony's talked about this. Everybody's talked about this. There's always so many different theories out there. You know what? There is a theory. There's a couple different theories here. There is a theory that technically all these UFOs up there, I'm not talking about the unidentified flying object. I'm talking about the one that looks like spacecraft. There is a theory that those are people from the future that they're actually coming here. There is that theory. Now, I don't know how, if it's from the future and did somebody look and they're, you know, aliens or not, or humans, whatever. But there's a theory that they're no aliens or they're just people from the future. But then why would the people in the future look gray, green, oval shaped faces, big eyes? I mean, I don't know, unless, I don't know, climate change changed that much where your body's changing.
What about if we had a nuclear holocaust on this planet and they were the only ones that survived, causing their molecular structure to change, their DNA to change? Lack of oxygen would certainly turn your skin a bluish green color from lack of oxygen. Your blood is naturally blue inside your veins. It's only until it hits oxygen that it turns red. So if you had a catastrophic event on Earth that caused your molecular structure and DNA to change, maybe that's how you would look in time.
But then I would think, if that was the case, I could see that if we had a Holocaust, would they have enough futuristic equipment to be able to come up with the time machine when there's less stuff to play with because of Holocaust? I mean, there's so many different things.
Yeah, there's so many avenues to go down on that.
There's just so many. And, you know, I also have a video that somebody predicts from a time traveler the aliens are going to land here on December 8th from another country. I can't wait
to see that.
December 8th. So, guys, get ready for December 8th. But before we get to that video, here is a video. Let me get this up. It's called Aliens Caught Entering a Room. The proof is out there. So let's just check out this video of an alien proof somebody caught.
2006 in Pensacola, Florida. David Eckhart is asleep in his...
Oh, Bigfoot country. We're talking about Bigfoot and non-country out there in Florida. A lot of weird things happening in Florida. A lot of weird things. So I see Connor in there. So Connor, this is your neighborhood. I mean, you don't live in Pensacola, but I know you know exactly about the conspiracies that are with Pensacola. Let's check out this alien here.
It's 2006 in Pensacola, Florida. David Eckhart is asleep in his bedroom. A closed-circuit camera mounted above the bed captures the room bathed in a soft yellow light coming from an open door. Suddenly, the camera picks up something alarming. A short, skinny humanoid figure begins slowly peeking out from behind the open door. David does not stir from his sleep as little by little, the figure creeps further into the doorway, revealing a bizarrely slender leg, seemingly just a few inches in diameter, then an oblong head and eventually its whole body. It resembles otherworldly beings commonly described as greys, and this apparently wasn't the first time David has seen one. David wouldn't be the first to report repeated visits from extraterrestrials.
It's very rare that I have found an individual that has only had one experience. Invariably, there were multiple experiences, often dating back to childhood.
Okay, well, first question.
It's very rare that I have found an individual.
Press pause. First question. Anthony, the name they say who this bedroom happened, have you ever heard of that name in the first place?
Oh, yeah.
This guy's known. Is he known realistic or is he known to fake some stuff?
Well, this is back in, I think, early 2000 when this happened. I know the story. I know the name. I don't know if he was ever exposed to definitely be a hoaxer. It went around that he was using a puppet to do this. But the only quarrel I have with that would be the leg moves independently on its own, and so does the head. So if it was a puppet, I don't know, what would it be, like one of them animatronic type ones, battery operated? I don't know how you would get it to move like that.
Well, I mean, it says it's very slim. You know, it said the legs are very slim.
Could be a kid.
But what is that thing called when women and men are so freaked out about weight, they get on this thing, they throw up, and
Anorexic.
I'm just saying, could that be an anorexic person stepping there?
It could be, but I mean, if it was an adult, it would have to be a short one because they said it was about 3.5 foot tall, right? So I mean, best case scenario, it's a child.
Let's take a look of it walking again. Let's see.
See how small it is, Eric?
Okay, it is smaller. Okay. And let me hear what he says again.
Suddenly, the camera picks up something alarming. A short, skinny humanoid figure begins slowly peeking out from behind the open door.
On the body.
David does not stir from his sleep as little by little, the figure creeps further into the doorway, revealing a bizarrely slender leg, seemingly just a few inches in diameter, then an oblong head, and eventually its whole body. It resembles otherworldly beings commonly described as greys, and this apparently wasn't the...
I don't know. Intriguing. Like my partner Andy always says, you know, I want to believe more than anything, but definitely need more evidence on that one.
I mean, in that one, you're close to the bathroom door. You're in a bed. So why couldn't the camera have a better, clearer shot than that?
Right.
Being that close.
Why is there a light on in the bathroom while everybody's sleeping?
Whoa. Hold on a second. Carol, Liber Queen. She's listening, but she's making dinner. What's for dinner?
What's for dinner?
What are we making? You know what I'm making tonight? I got some pork chops.
Ooh, nice.
I got a special crust for my pork chops, and then I'm gonna put some corn and steamed butter broccoli. That's what I'm having. But Carl, can you make us some dinner and send it to me and Anthony? I'm sure that UPS has a 5-minute delivery system or something. So she's making dinner. She must be from Australia.
Roasted chicken she's making. She's talking my language.
Dime roasted chicken.
Dime roasted chicken.
You guys think that we're not going to cook an alien, but if we cook an alien, you think they'll taste like chicken too?
No. Probably tastes like shit.
I am great. Working hard, long, and looking forward 5 days off starting Thursday. I'm heading south to go hang out with our man Connor for a few days. Holy cow, that's cool, Terry. Terry, right now, I'm going to tell you something, Terry. You better take some ibuprofens, whatever you got, because Connor's a non-stop goer.
Yeah, and bring like a case of 5-hour energy drinks with you.
Yeah, you're probably close to my age and Anthony, so you're good. Get ready to be sore.
Yeah,
because Connor's non-stop, man. That guy's non-stop. 1 minute he's being an extra. He's actually being an extra in a horror movie. The next thing he's on a trail. The next day. It's just,
he's on some channel. Up with the walking legend, for Christ's sake, Connor, right? He keeps up with the walking legend, and that guy can just go for 100 miles if he wanted to.
And he's probably writing his 7th book.
Probably.
All right, guys. This next video is it's called, we're getting to time travel. Time traveling UFOs. They were us from the future. So let's hear them explain us being time travelers from the future.
Suffolk County, England. There is a remote forest in the village of Rendlesham.
England. I know. I saw Andy in here earlier. So Andy, this is your area. You're going to have to report to us about this Rendlesham Forest and tell us if there's anything strange going on there. Oh, the Nona Boss. Oh, she's fantastic.
Nona Boss. She had a good show last night.
You know, she's just she. You know, she talks about this. Her son talks about it. I mean, what a cool family that really represents the Bigfoot community. That's not afraid to say, "Yeah, I'm the mother. I talk about this. My son talks about this. We believe it in our family." I love that.
What's up, Lee?
That's just fucking awesome. Here we go.
That has become famous for being the site of one of the most extraordinary UFO encounters ever reported. Airman John Burroughs was performing a routine security check at a U.S. Air Force base when he received orders to investigate a possible downed aircraft. As the serviceman approached the strange lights, Sergeant Peniston reportedly saw a large craft just beyond the tree line.
I never had a feeling of it being extraterrestrial. It's always been that they were simply us in the future.
Could it be that the craft reportedly witnessed by James Peniston and John Burroughs came not from a distant star, but from a distant point in time?
I mean, listen.
When he touched that craft, Jim Peniston, it put all those ones and zeros in his head, right? And many years later, they broke down what that binary code said. And allegedly it was like interplanetary travel mission set forth to reach Earth at such and such a date, such and such a time for exploration purposes or whatever. So that was all broken down already.
Would you say that's more of a trusted story about that guy?
Yeah, because they actually had the story goes on. They had a colonel with them also, Colonel Holt, and he recorded the whole thing on a voice recorder as they were, going through the woods, and he spotted the lights, and then they spotted the craft, and the whole thing's recorded. So it's really cool if you get the full story and listen to it. It's long. It's like a good hour and a half, 2 hour story, but it's really, really interesting.
Wow. And I'm sure if we replay that, I'm sure it's copyrighted because it's probably such a great story.
I could get you an uncopyrighted version of that if you want.
And guys, this is why it's great to have guests on. Not, he's not a guest. He's like a co-host. He's not a co. He's a co-host. To have somebody to verify, to say, hey, this is kind of a story is more you should listen to versus, playing something that then finding out that it's been proven of a full hoax. And the thing is, guys, we all don't know everything. I know some people think we should know everything, but we don't.
Right.
It's not like I studied every single I'm sure there's thousands and thousands of stories, UFO reports, and it's almost impossible to know every single one of them. And not just reporting, who's reporting it, who's saying the story. That's just as important as the story itself. Who's
right.
Filming it, who's all of it is so important. So it's so awesome to have Anthony give us some insight to say, hey, that one is. Now the question is, if it's weird to think about when you think about time travel and all that, with aliens. Now think about this: if they have the technology to fly here, to fly here through space, wherever they're from, because they're flying from their home planet. They gotta have a craft that goes way faster than we can ever imagine, because we know the kind of distance of our planets, how long it takes for us to get to Mars. I don't know. Is it 20 years to get to Mars? I can't remember how many.
6 months.
6 months. 6 months. Okay, that's to Mars. But the farthest planet in our galaxy, how many years would it take to get to the farthest planet?
Well, space is infinite, so you would never get there. But like to get, I think the closest star is like something like 100 light years away, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's what I mean. That's what I mean is to have a life form must be that far out to be able to get here that fast. They have to have the technology. And who says if they have that kind of technology, who says they might not have the technology ability to do a time travel?
Are you familiar with the wormhole theory?
We've talked about the wormhole theory before.
So if instead of traveling from point A to point B in a straight line, right? Well, if you took straight space as linear and you fold it over each other, right? And then you just poke the hole through it, right? You would be able to get through point A to point B in that short period of time. That would be like wormhole traveling, for example, right? So maybe that is the technology that they're using to go back and forth.
Yeah. Well, I think the guy, if I remember right, there was this kick-ass cartoon. I think it was episode 2 where we were on an alien planet, and for us to get back to Earth that quick, we jumped into a wormhole.
That's right, and I turned gray. Thanks. Now my Bigfoot matches my hair here on Earth.
So, and this third video is another. It's called "Aliens Travel Back in Time." They're coming from the future. Proof. Did I ever play that one? Hold on a second. Let me see here.
November 2020 on the coast of Cornwall in southwest England. A glowing orb races onto screen, hovers, then rockets straight up and out of frame. Watch again. Rapid deceleration and then vertical flight. It appears to rocket almost 3,000 feet straight up in less than a second. Anthropologist Michael Masters has a theory about who might be in such a craft.
It's important to consider our own evolution and our technological and biological evolution to the sense that maybe they're us. Maybe they're coming from the future to examine their own hominin evolutionary past.
I mean, you know,
me personally today, as an investigator for over 20 years in ufology, I take everything the History Channel puts on now with a grain of salt. They've been caught red-handed hoax and stuff in the past couple of years. I happen to know for a fact that video was a drone that was filmed. That one we just seen was a drone on a beach, and they had us all believing that was, you know, an extraterrestrial craft like 4 years ago. And unfortunately, the guy came forward that flew the friggin' drone and did that video. That's what I hate about hoax videos, you know, when they go out there, because then you do all this investigating only to find out it was bullshit. That's what I hate more than anything about ufology, the hoaxes. That's why we got to get all the hoax shit out of there.
But let me ask you this about hoax. I mean, I don't know about the guy who filmed it, if he has a history of that. What if the guy doesn't have a history?
He didn't do it. He didn't do it to be malicious in, you know, UFO community. He just, you know, did it to make a fun video. But, you know, other channels bought it and used it and put it out there like it was real.
Because I wonder if there's been incidents. You film something, you caught something, you get visited by a man in black. I'm just saying, a man in black, and telling you, well, did you think you saw that? Do you want to see that? Or did you see this? I wonder how many people are forced to change the story to make it look like a hoax.
Sure,
I'm not saying that's not a hoax or not, but
I'm sure plenty.
I mean, like I said, one of that famous story about the the Maui incident, that once the guy was visited by a man in black, the next couple of days, his story changed. Like almost to a point where he said he was forced to say this, but then years later he said it wasn't. Now, there's that story in Australia about, 20 years later, that when they said the guy was drunk and all that, and he was forced to not say anything then to make it look like this teacher was drunk and he didn't see a UFO, but then he said he was forced to do that. And I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know what goes on.
It happens, Eric.
But it
happens. They did that to Paris de Cuellar. He was the director of the United Nations in Manhattan, and he witnessed a Linda Napolitano abduction in New York City. And two of his Secret Service agents witnessed it right along with him, and they got visited by, government officials in black suits, black attire, that told him, "You're going to keep your mouth shut, or we're going to take care of you." And he kept his mouth shut for a long time till that story came out.
Yeah,
that happens. Look at Bob Lazar. Look at Bob Lazar. They tried to they shot at him on the expressway while he was driving his Corvette. They shot up his car. Tried to get him for opening his mouth. I believe strongly that they do that.
Don't forget to boop that love button and leave a comment after the show.
Yeah.
Len, you are 100% correct, because I am getting almost 0 comments. I get like 8 comments now I don't know. People just don't love me anymore, but that's fine.
You
Now-
know what? You always got to remind everybody at the end of the show to comment. I don't think they know how important it is. That's why.
Now, we're not the only kind of people that think of aliens, time travel. There's people that have conversations like this all over the place you just don't think of. There's a TV show, Big Brother show out in the UK where they're sitting on a couch and a guy, this video I'm going to show you of a guy just sitting on a couch explaining that he believes that aliens, time travel, and all that. And the only reason I'm showing this is to show people that there's more people than you think that talks about this, even though you might not recognize this TV show from America because it's from the UK, but just take it with a grain of salt and listen to this conversation.
I honestly think
No, not yet.
in the future
yet.
we've discovered
Yeah.
time travel. And I
not been
think
yet?
that...
You really believe that too. You keep
I believe,
saying that.
yeah, 100%, because I've seen loads of stuff on it. And also, I believe that what we think are aliens aren't aliens. I
aliens,
think
right.
they are us in the future,
travel.
Right.
coming back and observing and looking and helping. And
Really?
yeah,
Whoa.
So you think there's a door or something that you come through?
no, well, there's a lot. Recently, there's been about 5 or 6 videos of people, and they blur their face out, and they're like, "Yeah, so my name's John. I'm from the year like."
Oh, really?
Saw that one.
Yeah, there's loads of them, and they go, "Listen, I know you're not going to believe what I'm saying, and the reason why I'm saying this, but I come from the year so and so, and I've got to wait until a certain year where the technology is available here to go back, because I can't go back yet. I was sent here to advise and blah blah blah, and this is like the future."
I'm gonna look that up.
I saw the
but
same video, and this is the one where he talks about Trump, and he's like, Trump will be the president in 2021 or something like that.
Yeah, because
Is that the same
I
video?
believe in a lot of stuff. That's one I probably won't believe in, but I would love to read about it.
No, but yeah, like you're saying, like that guy.
Yeah.
Say, for instance, he filmed the video 5 years ago.
Right.
He's like, to give you proof, so in a few years' time, you believe me, Donald Trump would be president in so and so, and everyone laughed because at the time he was doing The Apprentice or whatever.
Oh wow.
So, like I said, people have these kind of conversations all over the place that you wouldn't even think of. I mean, so if you think we're like only the people from the UFO community talks, trust me, that guy is not from no UFO community.
How about The Simpsons, Eric?
The
How much
Simpsons?
stuff have The Simpsons predicted? Tons. Right down to when they stormed the Capitol, the guy with all the tattoos and the hat with the horns and everything on him, that was in The Simpsons also, that guy.
Oh, wow.
They predicted
Yeah,
that too.
yeah. So, like I said, the more of the story is these conversations happen everywhere. And you'd be surprised how many people have conversations. You know, when you think of aliens, now you're adding time travel, you're adding from the future, you're adding all this. And, hey, you just never know. You never know. I do know one thing, that First Floor Audio plays some kick-ass music.
Hell yeah, he does.
You know?
Hell yeah, he does.
But I am a little jealous because I know Lee has made music for the wonderful Unidentified S4 channel. But, you know, I don't think I have received an intro music from Lee himself.
Paranormal. You got to invite him on one time, man. You got to invite him on. You got to go to the show Saturday night, man. He'll sing. He's got a beautiful voice. Very talented.
Oh,
Everybody.
very talented.
Saturday nights in the UK, by the way.
He's
for-
very
for
very
audio.
talented. Weekends, you know, I try to make a lot of shows on weekend. Weekends are a little harder because I'm doing this and this and this. But
Extremely talented.
I think
person.
Saturday I'm taking my daughter to her and her friends to a haunted house. One of those, not a real haunted house. One of those plays.
Yeah.
Haunted house
took the
people.
kid this past weekend, we took the kids. That was fun.
Yeah, and all that's Let me see here. Now, this last video that I have, and I do have a video clip that's from Anthony Unidentified S4, but this video, it's from another country news. So don't make fun of how they talk. If you're that kind of a person, we don't want you here.
Oh, come on.
Listen to
Make
this.
it fun.
Listen to their story about December 8th.
Are aliens really landing on the Earth? Is the prediction of this time traveler right this time? According to one self-proclaimed time traveler, aliens will land on Earth on December 8th. Yes, in less than 2 months' time.
Remember that, guys. In 2 months, They're landing on December 8th. So have your stuff packed, have your stuff ready. We should start getting prepared because you never know. Never know. Here we go.
TikTok user Eno Alaric, who is also a self-proclaimed time traveler, posted a video with the caption, "Attention. Yes, I'm a real time traveler from the year 2671. Remember these 5 dates to come." The time traveler, who claims to be from the year 2671, has issued a series of warnings for 5 catastrophic events that will seemingly change the fate of the planet Earth. He suggests that it is just months away that humans will have an interaction with aliens as they will crash on the planet in a giant meteor. Along with the prediction, the man seen in the viral video has also issued an alert regarding 4 impossible events that, according to him, will occur in the next 6 months. Attention, yes, I am a real time traveler from the year 2671. Remember these 5 dates to come. He has predicted the first incident to take place on November 30th. The man suggests that the James Webb Telescope will find a new planet that looks exactly like a mirrored version of the Earth. The second on his list of warnings is the invasion by aliens in December. The third date of the prediction was specified to be February 6, 2023, according to which a group of 4 teenagers will discover ancient ruins and a device that opens a wormhole of other galaxies. He then predicts the discovery of an ancient species at Mariana Trench, probably in the month of March next year. The last one is a catastrophic tsunami warning for the residents who live on the US West Coast, mainly in San Francisco. He predicted that a 750 feet mega tsunami will hit the land surface. However, this is not the first time that the self-proclaimed time traveler has issued warnings about the future. The content creator had earlier predicted the discovery of 3 feet spider, an 18 feet beet, and a 1 feet ant next year.
All right, guys, here's the predictions. They're coming.
And they were all logical predictions. Not for nothing. I mean, the alien one aside from that, but the tsunami in California, very possible if they get another catastrophic earthquake that could happen, right? Or even an underwater quake. What else did he say? That the James Webb Telescope is going to discover a new Earth-like planet. Very possible. Man, I'm gonna check this guy out. I'm gonna look him up. What was his name? Eno Arlick, I think was his name on TikTok.
Let's see here.
Ruins and a device.
Let's see. Yeah, because she had the name on the bottom.
For the residents who live on the US West Coast, mainly in San Francisco. He predicted that a 750 feet mega tsunami will hit the land surface. However, this is not the first.
I think it's in the very beginning.
In December.
Right
will occur in the next 6 months. Yes, I'm a real-time traveler.
ENO
from the year 2671. Remember these 5 dates to come. He has predicted the first.
Check this guy out.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, better be prepared than not, right?
Hey, thanks, Daily Dan. I appreciate that, man. I'll keep an eye out.
Anthony mailing you something real cool. Hey, he does. He sent me some cool ass comic books.
I just sent him some cool comic books too.
So, guys, that's the predictions, and like I said, better be prepared than not prepared. I mean, now the question is how. When you're saying be prepared, I mean, how can you get prepared? I guess the main thing of being any kind of prepared. There's nothing wrong to have extra water in the house. I don't know, extra cans of food, because none of that goes away. It's not waste of money.
I couldn't agree more. I keep a go bag right next to me, ready to rock and roll, man. I told you. Got a gun in my gun in here, extra ammo. What else I got in here? Fire starter log. Survival kit. I'm ready to rock and roll, man. MRE. Right? Why not have it ready? God forbid you gotta,
Oh, I agree. And of course, I have two of these.
Oh, I got those too. Yeah.
Buckets ready in our 4-week food supply. I got 2 of these, so I got 2 months of food supply.
Look what happened when COVID happened.
Yeah,
you
really.
Couldn't get nothing.
Toilet paper were gone.
You couldn't get nothing. No food, no water. Lines were around the block. I didn't have to worry about that when that happened.
For toilet paper of all things. Yeah, it's
Crazy.
it's a crazy world.
It's always better to be prepared.
Yeah, because the thing is about being prepared, it's not technically you're being prepared for what they might do. Prepare yourself with people, because when people get hungry and they get psycho, they become psycho. I mean, people think of The Walking Dead. Take away the zombies, that is how the world will be with chaos. People wanting to rule, wanting this, taking advantage of stuff. So you're really protecting yourself from people versus the reason how you got in that mess in the first place.
And especially now that Russia is threatening us with nuclear warfare and all that stuff, God forbid anything catastrophic like that ever happened, you would want to be prepared. So you just pick up with the couple things you need in a bag and run for a higher elevation. You know what I mean?
Yep. You want to go to an area where there's plenty of food there. What I mean is not grocery stores. I'm talking about learning the mountains, learning how to hunt.
You want to be above elevation. You want to be up in the mountains somewhere.
And let me share. We got some more videos. Let me share the screen to what's up. This first one is extremely fast UAP.
This one's
Let me see if I make it a little bigger. Let's take a look. Oh, hold on, let me shrink it.
No, that's good. Just start it over again.
Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Damn.
I think it goes slow motion too. Yeah. If that's legit, that's cool, man.
It is, because when you first look at it, you're first thinking somebody's shooting up a flare. But then once it gets up to its height, it just goes to the left and just jams. Now I'm not no expert in all drones. I don't think a drone could go
hell no.
that fast.
No way. No way. My drone don't. I got a pretty expensive one.
I don't even, we know helicopters could fly. They could go straight up, but I don't think a helicopter goes straight up and go that fast to the left.
That's like a bullet.
I mean, let's look at it. Boom.
Gone. That's cool.
Do you know what area this is in?
I don't. I get things sent into my inbox. They're just there, People just send me stuff. Multiple videos at once,
Just voted Anthony.
Hey, thanks, Terry. Appreciate it, buddy.
Are you still at number 1 right now?
No, I'm in 3rd place, but there's 2 days left to go, so.
Oh, come on, people. Come on, people. Share this out. Get them to number 1. It just benefits you guys.
Killing me.
Benefit. Now, this is a weird one you have next. Oh, okay. Oh, here, Arrow.
Sorry to bother you. What are you listening?
Okay, let's go a little bigger. First of all,
that's a huge nugget.
Let's see what he says.
Listening to.
December 31st, 2038 car accident.
Thank you.
He predicts when the guy's gonna die from a car accident. That's what he told the guy.
Hear this again.
Sorry to bother you. What are you listening to?
December 31st, 2038 car accident.
Thank
December 21st, 2038 car accident.
Is he saying it to the guy who's talking to him?
Yeah, the guy said, "Excuse me, what are you listening to?" And he said, December 31st, 2038 car accident.
Wow, that's kind of funny because there's a new series on Netflix because it's Halloween month. It's called The Midnight Club. It's the makers of The Haunting.
I just started watching it yesterday.
Yeah, and I started watching it, and there's a scene about this girl telling these people these dates. and then you find out what happens on these dates. It's kind of like I just watched that last night, and then I'm seeing this. Like, wow.
Yeah, I just watched the first episodes of that. That's a good series so far.
Yeah, I only watched the first episode. Yeah. But but he said 2038. That's at least. Let me see here. At least he's got time.
He's got like 16 years. But look at this. Look at it. Remember I told you the story when I was a kid. I was about 7 years old in Brooklyn, and I seen that guy with that huge head, and I could have swore that the guy was an alien when I was a kid. That's what his head looked like, just like that guy. Just like that guy. And my dad told me that he had some kind of disease, like water on the brain or whatever it was, and that's why his head was deformed. I'll never forget that. But still to this day, I think that guy was an alien that I seen when I was a kid. What's up, Mike?
Has anybody done any research on that guy where he predicted things that actually came true?
No, but I'm going to start as soon as we're done. I'm going to look into that guy.
You know, because I'm curious, because I wonder if he gets picked on so much, you know, he starts to say that, because if he's going to get picked on, he's going to make you think twice that you're going to die or something. But the thing is, if you're going to do that, why would you give a guy 16 years? I mean, if I was going to fake it, I was going to make a guy like he's going to die next week or something in a month.
Yeah, maybe he's being truthful and he just spit out the date that, you know, he knew. I don't know.
Since we got a little time, let's jump on over to UFO Man's channel. Let's see what kind of UFOs he's got on here to look at. Large lunar.
Oh, that was a cool video. Yeah, that's cool.
Let's check that one out then. Let's see.
Hey guys, it's UFO Man. Here's a clip of what appears to be a disc-shaped object flying over the lunar surface, filmed with a Nikon P1000 digital camera with a 3000 millimeter zoom lens. Take a look, make an assessment, let me know what you think. It was filmed on October 6th, 2020.
What's neat about that is it's not just I know it's a round like white disc, but there's like a glass window in the middle of it, like a round circle,
like a dome.
Yeah, like a dome.
But the only thing that bothered me about this video, you see the blurry lines going across the screen?
All right, let me continue. Let me see.
22.
See those blurry bars?
Coming up are 4 still shots.
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Now, the only way that I know of that happening is when you film a TV screen with a camera.
And tell us what you really think this is.
That's the only way I know you would get that kind of distortion. Because I had a Nikon P1000 and I never had any distortion like that just filming the sky. But if you aimed it at a TV screen, you would get that distortion, those bars on the thing.
Take a look, make it.
But then I'm just thinking here. So if he has a TV screen, he's got his camera, and I can see that.
I'm not saying anything nefarious is going on.
Oh, I know.
I'm just thinking maybe the guy that sent it to UFO Man, maybe he found it on TV and he didn't know how to download it to an app like Downy or something, and he filmed the TV screen to get the video for him.
Because,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Even on TV screen, that's interesting. Like that's not a TV show, because we wouldn't know that's from a TV show or a movie or something.
Another UFO guy on YouTube might have filmed it. The guy found it and said, "Oh, let me send this in."
Let me know what you think. If you like the video.
But aside from that, the object itself and the footage looks good.
And then, hold on. What is this one here? 2 walnut-shaped objects remaining.
A blow up of one of the 2 objects, so you can get a better look at it. Coming up are a couple still images of this object. Here is some footage of the 2 objects together. This is the best footage from the original clip. that will be coming up shortly. If you like the video, hit that like button and subscribe, and remember to share us out to your social media platforms. Also, leave your comments below and let us know what you think. And as always, thank you.
Did these things here move around a lot?
Esto está pasando
Yeah, no, they
en
move.
el cielo de Zitácuaro. Que son
Oh, okay.
I know they stood stationary for 40 minutes. Oh, you wrote it on there.
Aquí está, miren, la imagen no está truqueada. Estamos aquí en el barrio. Son dos.
Interesting. So you're saying it stayed there for about 40 minutes and then it started moving.
Yeah, yeah. And
trying
the
to
only thing
think-
I'm going to say about that is a balloon will not stay up. Two balloons will not stay side by side in the sky like that for 40 minutes without moving. You know what I'm saying? Even a drone, you only get like a good 20 minutes, 18 to 20 minutes if you're lucky on a drone. You know, even with an extended battery, you're looking at 25 minutes up in the air time. You know, so this is good footage. I like this one.
It's very interesting because they're solid black, but I could have sworn if I go back here.
Well, they might just be appearing black
image
for the time of the day
of-
that the camera's picking it up. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like you can see right through it into it's like a directly.
Well, that might
to
be
the
a
sky.
reflection from whatever light is left
Yeah.
in the sky too, in the camera. You gotta remember when you're filming things in the sky, photography, lighting and height and distance, that all plays tricks on your camera. What kind of aperture you got your camera settings on and all that all plays into it.
Yeah, that's very interesting. A classic saucer film by sheer coincidence.
Is an image that was photographed over the Creux de Van on September 18, 2018. A Swiss gentleman was hiking through the mountains and captured this image at 4:09 p.m. It was captured by sheer coincidence, meaning they did not see the object when they took the photograph. It was later discovered when they were sorting through their images.
UFO.
This is the Creux de Van image from Google Earth. Take a look. You can see the massive size of the cavern and where this object was located. And since a lot of objects are photographed out in the booties, away from cities,
Like where they filmed the Top
this
Gun movie
is
when
a
they had to
common
fly up.
occurrence.
Right.
I have actually taken many photographs where I didn't see anything when I was photographing, but later came across objects in the sky that I didn't see but were there after I sorted through my images. Take a look at this object. Let me know what you think.
What is Long Island saying? Third phase
of moon pulled some more BS last. Oh, third phase of moon pulled some more BS last night. Yeah, it's a shame, man. They're known for that. They're a shame. That's a damn shame.
They play dumb like it's a cool thing to do.
Yeah, I agree, Mike. It's sad, man. Fucked up.
Whoops. Let's see.
Now, what I like about this is that it was a photo and not a video. And the guy didn't notice it till he was looking back on his photos. You know what I'm saying? That's cool when things like that happen. Because I've had that happen to me. We were at my dad's taking pictures, and I had a picture of what looked like a UFO in the night sky. And I would have never noticed it unless I went back and looked at the photos. So I love when things like that happen.
Well, that's the paranormal investigations where they just snap pictures and pictures and pictures. And also,
speaking of that, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, like also when you do audio recordings, like audio voice recordings, you have to listen to it later to see if you caught something because you really have to use your technology to get in there to see if there's another voice. So you're right. You do got to look at what you have.
And speaking to paranormal, this Friday night, I got Ron from Cosmic Neighbors coming back to my house. And Mike, I see Mike was in the chat. We're definitely going Friday, Mike, if you're going to meet up with us too. We're going out into the field to do that live paranormal hunt over here on Staten Island. We're gonna go hit 3. We're gonna go hit historic Richmond Town, the haunted cemetery, and then that other haunted mansion that's on the Kreischer mansion on Staten Island. So that video will be coming out soon. Get ready for that. Yeah, Mike, I emailed you the info. Email me back and let me know if you're going to make it. We're probably going to meet up like 8:30 by my house and head out.
Damn, I'm jealous.
Jump on a plane. Get over here. What are you doing?
Because I got no cool people around me. I really don't. Everybody around me are I don't know. I hate to say it, but they're all fucking boring people. They're not into none of this kind of stuff. Man, I don't even talk to I talk to my neighbors. They're there, but nobody's into this cool fucking stuff.
How many times I told you to fly out here and stay by me a couple nights? I tell you all the time.
I am flying in the middle of the summer. I mean, I know that for sure. I don't know exactly what date, but I am going to be in New York.
Me and Ron will pull up like they did in old school with the van with the ski mask on with you and your wife. All right, your mother-in-law's house, and we'll just kidnap you and throw you in the van and let her think you got kidnapped.
I met up with
Blue Line
Bigfoot yesterday oh wow, that's cool.
Long Island Bigfoot and INX. I'm going out to Long Island to meet him next to go film a Sasquatch video.
Oh, let's check out this channel. Here we go on the Unidentified S4 channel. He's got a clip right here that says "Strange Cigar UFO."
That's a very fast clip somebody sent me, but you could play it.
Oh yeah, I remember you showing this.
But even that
You would see it.
Planes have said that that's
My buddy, his son and his daughter filmed that.
Then it just disappears behind that cloud.
The clouds. That was it.
But it's so weird because
what an odd shape, right?
It is, and it's going up. So you know that's no meteorite, and that is not a fucking satellite.
No, it's not meteorite. The only thing I thought, if anything, it could be would be a weather balloon, but it's really, really thin. You know, I never seen a weather balloon so thin.
That one's.
I don't know. It's strange.
That one is.
I want you to see something funny. Play the one that says "Alien Comedy Time" on your left. Yeah.
Good. Hold your breath. Good. And hold your blood. What? All right. And look over here for me. And look over here. Okay, nice. And look into this dimension. And into this one. I don't see anything. Oh, shame. So weather, huh? You guys have that?
Yeah. What is this all about? Why am I being abducted?
Oh, it's just a routine checkup to see if human beings qualify as intelligent life. You know that?
Yeah.
Okay. How about this? No. Okay, and how about this?
Oh yes! Yes! Jesus, stop! Make it stop!
Okay. Great. Now, let's get you out of that skin. Don't be shy.
I can't take my skin off.
Oh, right, human. Sorry. Think. Okay, what do we got here? Checks out. And smile. Great. Ugh, typical. So does Earth get Clarabon's biggest flinks? Love that show. That's hilarious.
I don't get cable.
Billy Gorchop's always getting himself into trouble.
What is it?
Right. This may be a little difficult to hear. Okay, Dave?
Give it to me straight.
Dave, I'm afraid you can't teleport.
Right, I never could teleport.
Right, on Earth, but on Andromeda, you won't be able to.
Well, I want a second opinion.
Well, look, you're welcome to try another abduction, but I've dealt with many people who have gone on to live full, happy lives without the ability to hop around space-time. I think you can learn to live without it.
So, Did I pass or?
Oh, no. Humans are idiots. But hey, that's not the only way we measure these things, okay? Human beings are miraculous creatures, so fragile yet so resilient. Their existence shouldn't work, but somehow, for now, it does.
Got like 30
Human
seconds.
beings, though not intelligent life, are somehow still capable of love and expression, beauty. Human beings are like the universe looking back on itself.
Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you. I'm never gonna forget that.
And tracking chip installed, and memory wipe complete.
That's funny.
Yeah, good job with that. And tracking chip installed and memory wipe. I'm never gonna forget this. Then they wipe his memory. That was good.
Well,
Hi, Cassie.
That is. Well, let's do this last thing here. So tell us about what's going on here. Let me get this here.
Long Island Bigfoot. Thanks for
This
the
is your show
everybody.
tomorrow.
This is us tomorrow, buddy. This is going to be a very interesting show about alternate universes in the multiverse. I'm fascinated with the fact that there have actually been people that just been out driving their car and they ended up make a turn and they end up in 1950 for 20 minutes or whatever, and then they come back to present day. There just so many cases like that. And there's so many cases of people on hallucinogenics. Yes, I know hallucinogenic drugs and stuff like that. But there was this guy that took this drug called stevia. It's a plant that you smoke, and it was legal at the time. And he thought that it only lasts for 10 minutes, but he thought he had a whole nother life underwater for 2 years. Family, kids, job, the whole 9 yards. And then he just woke up in the chair and he was back here, and it freaked him out. But there's just so many stories about alternate universes and different things that people witness. So we're gonna tackle that tomorrow, you and I, Eric.
Oh, look at that. Long Island Bigfoot says he has an amazing story about that.
Do you? If you're free tomorrow, you're welcome on. You got the keys. Jump on, because it's a fascinating topic.
Oh, it is
talked about enough.
It is. I mean, there's so many things. I don't even want to mention some of the things that people talk about with the multiverse because you got to save it for tomorrow. But there's just so many things about the multiverse. If it's
awesome.
Real, can you remember yourself from a multiverse? And then how many multiverses are there? Or, and is it true that if you screw up somewhere in the multiverse, you destroy all of galaxy itself? I mean, there's just so many, and scientifically, there is proof of evidence that it can exist.
Oh, NASA's convinced that there's parallel dimensions and multiple realities. So
this is just not some nutball thinking of a multiverse. This is proven that it can exist.
This is not pseudoscience. This is real deal, proven fact type stuff. The government, there's cases where they were able to take small objects, a pen, for example, and move that pen into another, they believe to another dimension or another universe, because they're able, it's there one second, then it's gone, and they believe that it travels to another dimension or whatever.
And then,
all right, Mike.
Mike's telling you, bro, I'll definitely speak to you about it.
Good.
Yeah, tell him. So, guys, remember that's tomorrow. Now, West Coast people, that's 9 a.m. in the morning. For the East Coast, that's noon. So 12 o'clock noon for them. Morning for us on the West Coast, because we know the West is the best. I'm joking.
East Coast is the Beast Coast, son. What's up, Chad Smith?
East Coast is the beast. Hey, actually, guys, to be honest with you, we think why I marry somebody from New York. So I got the best of both worlds. Got the West, got the East. We're combined. So we're combined East and West right there. You can't get more combined than that.
From New York?
My wife's from New York, yeah.
Oh, so we know she's in charge in the household, right?
You ain't kidding. You ain't kidding.
I know how these New York chicks are.
That's why I have to go to New York every 2 years, no matter what. We got to go to New York. But beyond that, guys, hope you guys had a good day today. So what we learned today is one of the predictions is December 8th is when they're going to land. Now, like I said, prepare yourself. Don't prepare yourself from them. Prepare yourself for all the freaks that are going to freak out when they do come, where economy's going to collapse because nobody knows how to handle anything. The creeps come out. I mean, it's going to be mayhem.
I really hope it happens, bro.
Man.
And I hope I'm outside filming while it happens. You know,
and everybody get Anthony's address because he's got a backpack with some stuff ready to go to.
For me, I'm ready to go.
and I got a whole. I'm not gonna tell you what's in my closet, people. We'll be protected here.
I know what you got in your closet. Here. You went and bought one of those real dolls.
You've been working out, looking good. Yeah. I had a little
just shaved.
To be honest with you guys, and I had no choice to shave it all off because I screwed up last night. But beyond that, guys, I want to thank everybody for showing up today. I want to see everybody tomorrow on Anthony's channel because you never know. You might be seeing Anthony from this universe, or you might be seeing Anthony from the multiverse.
Never know.
You never know. Beyond that, guys, have a great day.
Thank you.